Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osaberg501 and today I want to re-go over the gold farm that I went over in my last video. Because right after I published that video, there was a patch that pretty heavily affected this farm. And this is the glowing Titan orb farm that's going to be located in Thaldraszus at Tierhold. And the farm is very simple. All you're going to do is get a group of 5 and you're going to fly around killing all the elite enemies. So the big bulky elite enemies and then the female watchers. That's all you're going to be killing because those are the enemies that can drop these glowing Titan orbs. And in that last video that I went over this farm, these orbs were still going for 8,000 gold apiece. So that farm you were able to get upwards of 100,000 gold in an hour. But like mentioned, there were some changes and now more enemies in the game can drop these orbs, and the enemies that already drop them more frequently. So these orbs went from 8,000 gold to, as of right now, they're around 1,200 gold. So a massive price drops, but like mentioned, they will be dropping more from doing this farm than they would have before. And they're actually dropping quite a bit more, but I mainly wanted to go back over this and see if this was actually a nerf or a buff to this specific farm. And spoilers, but it was generally a nerf. So after an hour of doing this farm, I was able to get around 50 orbs. Now keep in mind, there was pretty much no other groups here farming this, and we had a group with really good damage while doing this test. So there's a possibility that you could get quite a bit less than this. And these are a more rare drop than farming a lot of the other mob grinding spots. So your numbers can vary quite a bit. But with getting 50 orbs in an hour, this is around 60,000 gold. And this is the primary amount of gold you're going to be getting from this farm. I got about 1,200 raw gold in an hour. Then if you're doing this on a tailor and an enchanter, you'll get a bunch of other cloths, but you're not killing a ton of enemies, so you're not actually getting a ton of cloth. So it was right around 1,000 gold for all of the other cloths and disenchanting materials up until you get to resonant crystals. And I was able to get 5 of those, so 10,000 additional gold from that. And that's because I was on an enchanter with maxed out mystic items. But if you're on a character without tailoring or enchanting, you're still going to get the primary amount of gold just from the glowing Titan orbs. So for my testing at the spot, you're able to make around 70,000 gold an hour now, which is still quite a bit, but it's over 30,000 gold less than the farm was when I last went over it in my last video. So quite a big nerf, but this farm is still really good. And depending on where the glowing Titan orb prices even out at, this could still be very lucrative for quite a long time, because as I went over in that last video, these glowing Titan orbs are used for all of the best enchants for Dragonflight, so they're always going to be incredibly useful and they're always going to be needed. But that's pretty much all I want to go over for this farm. It's still a really good farm to go do, but it's going to be making you quite a bit less gold. But also you can expect most farms at this point to be making a lot less gold than they were even a couple weeks ago. But that's all I want to go over. So subscribe if you want to see more World of Warcraft or other MMO videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Comment down below what you guys think about this gold farm. And thanks for watching.